What's up, everybody? It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, back from the break. Remember, you all can follow and subscribe to the KBR Sports podcast going on Ravel TV, Spreaker, YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud. Also, don't forget you can follow the KBR Sports Twitter page at KBR_sports for the live links and show topics to tweet prior every single show. Also, don't forget you can call in at 571-991-0566 to give your thoughts and opinions on any KBR Sports show topic that we might discuss, specifically for tonight that I might discuss, or any topic that you want to pitch that you want to hear me talk about on the show. All right, y'all, so let's get down to the game breakdowns from this past weekend. So just to give some background on NFL Correction Monday, this is how it works. So for the prior week, Nigel and I make our predictions for who we believe will end up winning the game, or who end up winning the games in the upcoming weekend, and we give our thoughts on how the over-under will go. And we give the number in terms of the exact number of the over-under. Like, if the over-under set at 40, one of us will give the over, or we'll both either give over-under, or we'll differ on our prediction. And we go back, like, on Correction Monday to see who got the most things correct and how accurate each of us were. And whoever gets the most points in terms of accuracy, in terms of landing the correct prediction as the team that would win and predicting the over-under, then that person gets title of Mr. Right for the week. So, y'all, let's jump right into it. So our first game of the weekend, or our first game prediction right here, is going to be with the Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. So for this game, when we're looking at all the statistics and everything going into this game, it's very funny when you look at it that when you're looking at it, that me and I chose, I guess these are two really good teams, so you would think that the game would have been closer, but when you're looking at the overwhelming points and measurements, so I chose the Steelers and I picked the over, okay? And mind you, the over-under was set at 45. Okay, so I choose the Steelers and Nigel chose the Titans. The Steelers ended up winning 40-17. So for me, that's 2 points since I chose the Steelers and I got the over. So because their total points equals out to 57, that eclipses the 45 over-under set benchmark for those who don't understand that. So I'm just going to try and explain these things as I'm going along, because I want you all who are watching or listening, to fully get a grasp of how the over-under works and everything like that. So I will be explaining it as I go through. Okay, so the next game is the Cardinals versus the Texans. The Texans ended up winning 31-21. My prediction was the Cardinals, so I do not get a point on that. But I did predict, and Nigel predicted the Cardinals as well, and he picked the under. We both picked the under on that one, so we both get 1 point because the over-under was set at. Oh, sorry, no, actually, neither of us get a point because the Cardinals lost, and the over-under was set at 39, and they eclipsed that, so neither of us get a point on that one. Okay, so the next game would be Green Bay and the Baltimore Ravens. So in that game, the over-under was set at 39 points, and in our predictions, I chose Baltimore, Nigel chose Green Bay. I chose the under, Nigel chose the over. So I get 1 point for picking Baltimore, and Nigel gets no points because he picked Green Bay and he chose the over, and Baltimore won 23-0. So since that was under the 39 benchmark, I get 2 points for that one. So right now I have a 4-0 lead. Go me. Let's give myself a subtle round of applause. Give myself a subtle round of applause. You know, it's always warranted when you end up getting out to such an early lead. You know, you gotta value these leads, man. I'm not trying to be like the Warriors get to a 3-1 lead and blow it. I'm not trying to do it, man. I'm not trying to do it. I value these leads, y'all. I value these leads. Okay. The next game up, Detroit is to be the Lions versus the Bears. All right, so in our predictions, I chose Detroit and I picked the under. Nigel also chose Detroit, but he picked the over. Now, in this one, we were both correct from the aspect of we both picked Detroit, so that's 1 point for me, and that's also 1 point for Nigel. Now, I do not get a point in terms of the over-under because Nigel, because the over-under was set at 41, but Detroit won 27-24, so the total points equals out to be 51. So Nigel actually gets 2 points for that one, so he gets 2 points. So now the updated score is 5-2. So I told you guys, I told you all that these leads, man, you gotta value these leads while you got them, because it can kind of evaporate real quick, man. Don't take it for granted. Okay, so the next game that on tap is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Cleveland Browns. Mind you, the Cleveland Browns were undefeated going into this game. Nigel picked the Browns. Nigel picked the Cleveland Browns to win, and he picked the under. Probably the best part of his prediction is that he picked the under, because Jacksonville won 19-7, and the over/under was set at 37 points. So both teams went in total. They only equaled out to 26 points. So I get 2 points because I predicted a Jacksonville win, and Nigel just gets 1 for predicting the under. So the updated score would be 7-3. Oh man, I'm trying to get some room here, y'all. I'm trying to give myself some comfort. So the next game would be Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. Man, you want to talk about a bore of a game? I'm just saying, both of us were just wrong. So none of us gets points on this one because we both picked the Chiefs. We both picked the over. The Giants won 12-9. The over/under was set at 45, so it's not like both teams even got remotely close to what the mark was on the over/under setting. So we are both wrong on that, so nobody gets any points for that one. Next game is the Rams and the Vikings. We want to talk about another tough game, at least for those supporting the Rams. The Rams and the Vikings. The Rams ended up losing 24-27. So both Nigel and I picked the Rams, and I picked the under in this game, so I get 1 point, whereas Nigel chose the over. So because since the Rams lost 24-7, the over/under was set at 47, and they only equaled up to 31 points. So on that one, Nigel does not get a point for that one at all. So, all right, next one would be the Dolphins versus the Buccaneers, in which this is actually more of a high-scoring game than I thought it would be. I was actually genuinely surprised, but I chose the Dolphins to win. Nigel chose the Bucs to win, and we both chose the under. So in this one, Nigel was correct in this one. So Nigel gets 1 point, but because we both selected the under, I get no points. Nigel gets 1 point because the Bucs ended up winning 30-20, so that's 50, and the over/under was set at 44. So none of us get any points on that one. I can already tell you this next one where we both won this one essentially, and that would be Washington versus the New Orleans Saints, in which the Saints won in overtime 34-31. And I remember even live when we were recording the prediction, Nigel was like, cause initially I was gonna take the under. I was surprised at how high the over/under was set at, and Nigel literally talked me into taking the over because the over/under was set at 53 points, and both the teams combined for 65 points, with the Saints winning 34-31. And so we both chose the over, and we both chose the Saints. So that's 2 points for the both of us. So the updated score is now 10-6. I've steadily have kept this 4-point lead on Nigel, which I'm very happy about. I cannot complain on that one. The next game would be the Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. My gosh, that was an ugly game. I mean, ugly, like ugly. But anyways, to go on, I chose the Chargers, in which I chose the under. So I get 1 point because I chose the Chargers, who won 54-24, and Nigel chose the Bills and chose the over, so he gets 1 point because they honestly blew out the over/under marking altogether. So Nigel gets 1 point, I get 1 point on that one. So keeping the lead the same, y'all. Keeping my cushion. Praying I can maintain my cushion here because, man, I don't need this comeback. I don't need the comeback to come happen to me, man. I'm not trying to be Golden State here. So on the next one we're gonna do is Broncos and Bengals, in which the Bengals won 20-17, and the over/under was set at 38. So they went under, and Nigel and I both picked the Broncos, but we also both picked the under. So we both will get 1 point on that one. Okay, so the updated score is 12-8, and I've managed to keep the this little 4-point lead. I have no idea how. I mean, we honestly just synchronize on certain picks, and it just ends up giving me keeping us in the same little bit of position or a little bit of a difference. Now in this next one, the over under was set at 56, and it's the Patriots and the Oakland Raiders, in which it sounded like it would be a high scoring contest if it was last year's Oakland Raiders, but I kind of saw it coming that it wasn't going to be. They weren't going to play up to the talent they have on that team, and I was correct because I picked New England and I picked the under, and New England winning 33-8. They obviously New England gets the win, and the over-under system was set at 56. They only equaled out to 41. I take both points on that one because Nigel predicted the Raiders and the over. So on that one, I'll take 2 points to give me now a 14-8 lead with a 6-point cushion. Okay, y'all, it's coming down. Only got 2 teams left. Okay, on this one, Nigel has to go perfect, and I have to. Actually, no. I think at this point, my lead is it's too bad. My lead at this point is too big. So, but I'll go through the prediction anyway, just so you guys can see. Okay, so Nigel and I both picked the Eagles, and we both picked the over, and we were both wrong in terms of the over under, but we both get a point for predicting the Eagles correctly. So, because the Eagles won 37-9, and the over under was set at 49, so we were literally 3 points off from the over under. But anyways, the updated score is 15-9. Okay, so in the last game, obviously, is tonight's Monday Night Football game, which I will not be able to get into because the game's happening right now. So I'll let you know my prediction. If you want to add the score up on your own free time, you can add it on there. But the Falcons, I have the Falcons winning, and I have them beating the over. Nigel has the Seahawks, and he picked the under, and the over under for this game is set at 46. So if I have the Falcons and I have the over, and the over under set at 46, Nigel has the Seahawks, he has the under. So at that current 46 clip, the score is currently 21-7. So right now I'm just begging for some more touchdowns to be scored, because right now all I have is a couple points up on the board for me to. I only have 28 points on the board, so I need 18 more points to be scored in this game for me to at least hit my over mark. Or I need 19 more points to at least be scored so I can hit my over mark. So we'll see how the rest of this game plays out. And I need the Falcons to win. Right now, they're on their way to do so. So I take this round of Correction Monday. Hoorah for me. Congratulations, Brendan. Thank you, everybody. I just want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad. I want to thank all the people that supported me, the people that believed in me. You know, I couldn't have done it without y'all. You guys can make me want to do this show every day. So, I accept this crown with pride. I accept it with pride and humbleness for sure. But all right, y'all. Remember, this is going to be at the wrap for the show. Remember, y'all can follow and subscribe to the KBR Sports Podcast by going on Rabble TV, Spreaker, YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud. That way you will be notified whenever the KBR Sports Podcast is streaming live or whenever an episode of the podcast has been posted. So you will receive a normal email notification whenever that happens. Also, don't forget to follow the KBR Sports Twitter page at KBR_sports with the live links and show topics tweeted prior to every single show. Also, don't forget that you can call in at 571-991-0566 to give your thoughts and opinions on any KBR Sports show topic that may be getting discussed on the show. And also, don't forget that the show streams live every Monday and Wednesday from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So make sure you guys don't miss a beat. So everybody, hope everybody has a great night. Hope everybody has a great rest of the week. Most likely will be on Wednesday. It will be updated on the KBR Sports Twitter page, so make sure you all follow and stay tuned in to make sure you know what's going on with that. If there is no KBR Sports show on Wednesday, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody gets to spend the Thanksgiving with their loved ones. Be thankful for all the little things in life that you look over every day, whether it's your eyesight, your hearing, your smell, your taste, your touch, anything. Any of those little things, be thankful for them, because you never know what life would be like if you didn't have them. All right, y'all have a great night. Be blessed. Everybody be safe.